What up peeps, it's Michelle Ford for SLR Lounge. Today we're talking about the Phottix Strato II radio triggers. So in my photography studio, the way we go into reception, each photographer carries two flashes, one for on camera and one for off camera. And we also bring an alien bee, which we share. So our biggest challenge was, could we find triggers for all those lights where we could control each one separately and not flash everybody's lights all at the same time. What I mean by that is, myself, I would want to trigger my flash, my off-camera flash, and the alien bee, and then I would want my second to be able to trigger his own camera flash and the alien bee. So that was a little bit tricky. Most radio triggers have separate channels so that you guys can all be on the same frequency, but what we needed was also grouping. And on top of that, we didn't want to spend too much money. So when we went on our hunt, we found the Phottix Strato II. We've actually tried 3 different types of triggers, and we had problems with some other ones, some cheaper versions. We even tried the Young Nose. These ones were awesome. We've had them for 6 months and they've survived really well. It came as a pair, 1 transmitter and 1 receiver per package, and then we just bought several packages depending on how many lights we needed to control. The fun things that we found out about these was, unlike most triggers, the transmitter itself doesn't have to be connected to the camera with a cable. So we found the one that was matching our camera manufacturer. We attach it to the hot shoe of the camera, and then we put our off-camera flash right on top, and it acts as a pass-through, which was really, really nice. It was less cumbersome without the cables hanging from it. So the little receivers would go on the separate lights, one for the alien bee and one for the other off-camera flash. The other nice feature on this, aside from the fact that I could set my channels now, depending on which lights I wanted to trigger, I could turn those ones on and off right on camera at this point. So there's 4 groupings, A, B, C, and D, and I would just pick the light that I wanted to turn on and click it on and off. So if I were standing at a different spot on the dance floor, for example, and I wanted the alien bee to turn off, I would just click the A, which is assigned to the alien bee, turn that off, and I didn't have to worry about it, and I was still getting flash from the other lights that I wanted on. The other thing about it is there's an on and off switch on this trigger itself, which is great for when we're taking breaks during dinner and we didn't want to trigger all those lights by accident. So I just turned this off, and that's kind of nice too. And then of course it's got the different channels. Just like most triggers, you can set each set of lights on a different channel so that if you guys didn't want your lights to talk to each other at all, just set each of the receivers into a separate channel. So we've got a few other features on these things that I wanted to cover. The receiver and the transmitter both, they're all powered by AA batteries, which is kind of nice. Right there, nice and easy. It also has a locking mechanism for the hot shoe and cold shoe. You know, clearly cold shoe for the receivers and hot shoe for the transmitter, which is really nice. You want to feel like it's secure and safe. It also has a test button so that once the off-camera flash is attached to this, I can test that connection, and I can also, for my transmitter, test all the connections at the same time. So that's nice and easy too. It also has all these ports on the back, a 5-volt port in case you want to power it a different way instead of batteries. It's got a trigger release from over here as well, so this can act as a trigger for your cameras, and then a flash port for a sync cable, like for the alien bee. So for $95, I feel like it's a really good deal. I give it a 5 stars at 5 out of 5. It comes with a receiver and a transmitter at that price. I've had it for the last 6 months. It's been pretty reliable. I haven't had misfires that I know of. My flash that's attached to it has been safe, no breakage. It's been great. I love it. And the range, by the way, is about 150 meters, which is a football field and a half, which is pretty awesome. It's a lot of bang for your buck, especially if you want to control your groupings. Hope that helps you guys, and I'll see you again next time.